Hey kids, it's Mr. Burns. I'm going to show you another couple examples. Here I have an integer multiplication problem, and I have 1 1/6 times a negative 2 3/5. Okay, so before I start anything, I'm going to change these mixed numbers into improper fractions. So I'll just kind of show you my process for the first one. I got to do 1 times 6 plus 1. And for the second one, I'm doing negative 2 times 5 plus 3. Okay, so here we go. 1 times 6 is 6, plus 1 more is 7. So let's rewrite our numbers here. We're going to have 7 over 6 times, let's do the second one. We got negative 2 times 5 would be negative 10. Actually, let me do this right. 2 times 5 is 10. 10 plus 3 is 13. Okay, so we have 13 over 5. Now I'm going to apply the negative sign. Before I was going to have a really bad mistake if I tried to stick that negative sign in there too early. All right, I can't do any simplification there. So 7 times 10 is 70. 7 times 3 is 21. 70 plus 21 is 91. And remember our negative sign. We got a negative 91. Now let's do the easier multiplication. 6 times 5 is 30. All right. Now I got one step left. I'm drawing my division box. 91 is going inside that box, and I'll put the negative sign with that. 30 is outside the box. Got a simple multiplication, if you can remember your facts. 3 times 3 is 9. So 30 is going to go into 91 3 times. All right, gives me 90. Do my subtraction. And now let's put it all together. So what does this equal? Well, first of all, let's not forget our negative sign because our answer is negative. Let's take our answer. The 3 is our whole number. Draw our fraction bar. We're dividing by 30, so that goes on the bottom. And on the top, we take our leftover piece and put that on the top. So my answer is negative 3 and 1/30. Okay, I'm going to pause the video now, but if you want to rewind and rewatch parts of that, that's fine. I'm good with that. That's how we learn, by repetition. But we're going to do one more problem here. Okay, let's take on problem number 2. Here we have 2 5/7 divided by negative 9/7. Before we do any work at all, let's convert that mixed number into an improper fraction. So we're going to do 2 times 7 plus 5. 2 times 7 is 14, plus 5 more is 19. So let's start rewriting things. We have 19/7, or 19 over 7. Now we don't divide fractions, so we're going to replace the division sign with multiplication. And now that means I got to figure out the opposite of negative 9/7. The fancy math word is the reciprocal. So I'm just going to take that 9/7 and flip it around. The 7, my denominator, becomes my numerator. The 9, my numerator, becomes my denominator. Now I might think to myself too, a positive number times a negative number is going to give me a negative number. So before I have an answer, I should just remember it is going to be negative. All right, before I do my multiplication, I want to do one final thing. I'm going to cross off these 7s because 7 divided by 7 is 1. And so I can replace both of my 7s with 1. All right, now 19 times 1 is 19. 1 times 9 is 9. Remember, this is negative. We got one last step that we need to do here. We're going to draw our division box. Negative 19 we're throwing inside that division box. 9 we're putting on the outside of that division box. 9 will go into 19 2 times. Gives me an 18. Now I subtract. All right, let's put everything together now. So I just want to switch colors one last time. Let's go with the green. All right, our whole number, our answer is, remember, it's going to be negative, so let's get that there. So we got a -2. Draw your fraction bar. What are we dividing by? We are dividing by 9. That goes on the bottom of our fraction. What is our leftover piece? Well, that's a little tiny 1. He's going up here on the top of our fraction. Our mixed number answer is a -2 1/9. All right, so this is Mr. Burns signing off, but again, I would encourage you, if I went too fast, rewind, watch things again, make sure you know how to do that. The big thing with division is remembering to flip the second fraction. Use the reciprocal.